What's up YouTube? It's Nate. I haven't vlogged in quite a while. I'm actually going to school right now, so I've been super busy with homework and with other assignments. But I'm excited that the semester is almost over here in April and to get back into the swing of things. You might have noticed that I'm in a car that I haven't introduced onto the channel before. This is actually my new project as of late, and I'm excited to tell you guys about it. Don't really know where to begin other than you saw my camera fall in my introduction to this video, and yeah, apparently now about a month later I'm realizing that it may have damaged my microphone in not a very good way. I hadn't realized it until now, about a month later of me vlogging with that camera on the car that I'm going to introduce to you guys today. So hopefully I can salvage some of my footage so you guys can see what I've been up to over the past month. Things have been crazy. I've moved back home. I'm not in Rexburg anymore. I'm back home in my studio, in my room to say, and I'm super excited to be back with you guys on YouTube, but I'm more excited, and I've been excited for a long time, to introduce the vehicle that I have purchased, or that I purchased back in, I think, was it December? October, November? It must have been November. I want to introduce it to the channel, and I did film an introduction video, but since I damaged my microphone in the first minute, I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys some pictures of the car as I talk a little bit about it. And unfortunately, it's a project car, so right now it's not in the condition that I can film a second introductory video. More on that to come, guys. I've been looking for a project car for a while. I started back when I still had the Saab, back when I started to mention that I may sell the Saab. I think some of you guys may have got the hint that I was going to probably get rid of that car and that it wouldn't be much longer until I had a second or a new vehicle to work on. So that's exactly what I did. I actually bought this vehicle before I got the Saab sold. It was about a 2 or 3 week difference. I bought this vehicle and then I sold the Saab for what I paid for this other vehicle. So I actually was in Rexburg looking, and a car popped up that looked like it wasn't in great shape, but that looked pretty good and had pretty low miles, only 155,000 for what it was. And I went to check it out with my buddies. We looked it over. We thought, you know, it needs a lot of work, probably shouldn't buy it, but I'm crazy enough and I bought it for $750, negotiated him down off of his $1,500 asking price, for what essentially has turned out to be a much bigger headache than I originally thought. But I'm going to show you guys a picture of it right now. So I've purchased a 1999 Audi A8 Quattro. Yes, that means the full Audi four-wheel drive system, full-size sedan, top of the line flagship luxury sedan of Audi back in the day with their 4.2 liter V8 engine. I was super excited to have the car. I really liked how it drove as far as power is concerned. Now, it is a super old luxury car. It's not a sports car by any means, but it definitely feels like a large muscle car coming into close to 300 horsepower on the engine. Auto manual transmission with all-wheel drive. I drove it all winter long, put about 500 miles, only about 500 miles on it, unfortunately, and it definitely was amazing to drive. Never slid in the car once. But I did buy this car thinking that it was going to be a project vehicle, which it definitely was. From the get-go, we could tell that there were absolutely no brakes left. I don't think they'd been changed at all in the 150,000 miles that it had been driven. And both of the tie rods were shot on each side, not to mention that the engine had some misfires and an evaporative emissions code on it. So I've been driving the car around for about 500 miles. I'd sorted out, or we had fixed the brakes on it. We went through everything, fixed the tie rods, put new spark plugs in a new coil pack, and it still misfired. When I pulled the old spark plugs out, I noticed that they had oil on them. Also, when the car started up, it would shoot out a big white plume of smoke. So definitely not good, not something that I was looking for in a project car, because that meant that the head gaskets were bad. So when I originally had filmed this video, it was me driving the car to Blackfoot, which is an hour away from Rexburg, to work in my cousin's shop to fix the head gaskets on the car. My buddy and I were going to tear the car completely down, take the heads off, put new gaskets on, and get everything sorted back up so it would no longer leak oil all over the ground or coolant into the cylinders. So I'm hoping to have this job done in the car pretty soon, at least within the next month. I've vlogged a couple times on it of my adventures of bringing the car from Rexburg, or I should say from Blackfoot, back home to Wyoming with me because of some complications that we had in the repair process. I'm super excited to show you guys, I guess, that journey, that trip back home. I'm super excited to show you guys what we're doing on it right now. Sadly, I'm not going to have a lot of repair videos on the vehicle because it is just such an involved process, but once I get everything put back together and once I get everything sorted, I'm going to walk you guys through the car. I'm going to show it and introduce it properly on the channel, all of its features, its quirks, and just what an amazing vehicle it is, and what a fun project this has been. And as you guys know, it's not something that I'm planning on keeping, but it is something that I'm planning on driving around long enough to get lots of great content on it for you guys. So if you do want to see more great content on an Audi A8 Quattro or an F-150 FX4, stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, it really helps me out. If you've liked this video or some of my other videos, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Leave your comments below on what you guys would like to see, especially with the Audi A8 Quattro. Hit me up in the comments as well. This is such a difficult car to work on that I'm more than willing to help people out, figure out what they should do, what works for us, and maybe also get some help or get some suggestions from you guys on what I should be doing to the car as we go along. So stay tuned, because I am going to start regular uploads on the vehicle starting now off of my introduction video that I had hoped to film for you guys, but that didn't really work out. And with that said, I will catch you in the next one.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy